Good evening. How's it going, everyone? TGIF. Another JC Live. It is Black Friday, guys. Black Friday. Man, I ended up doing a video today about Black Friday because a lot of you guys asked for like Black Friday sales and what I thought, what I could find. I found a bunch of things. And I'll probably go over some of those tonight with you guys because it was fun putting them together. There's a lot of good stuff out there that is on sale, right? Some of the things, you look at, and I didn't put them in a list because they say they're on sale. And then when you really look at it, it's like, no, they just added like $50 to it, and then they reduced $50 after. It's like, no, that's not how it works. If it's on sale, it's on sale. So anyways, it was an interesting week this week. I ended up finding an Adobe Acrobat product that I've been looking for about 5 years now, since I cut the cord. So I did a whole video about that. Finally found something that you can just buy and you don't have to pay in perpetuity like you do with Adobe. So that was that was a lot of fun putting that together also. And then we did a video that talked about the FAA finally granting approval to SpaceX Starlink, right? With another approval. It's like approval after approval after approval, then no approval, then approval again. But anyways, it talks about the next Starship. We'll get into some of that tonight too. But before I dive into it, I'm sure there's only going to be a few people here tonight because it is a big night, right? It is that, Black Friday when people are out shopping a lot. So we went out a little bit today. The boys went one way and the gals went the other way. So it ended up working out pretty good. And we're gone for a bunch of time today, but there was some pretty good sales. Nothing like really crazy. I think a lot of the sales are going to be online. And once again, we'll get through some of them tonight. I want to ask you guys, did you find any really good sales? Especially on like Amazon, right? Because a lot of people shop on Amazon, even though I hate to give, Bozo over there the money, but it is what it is. There's you have to do it. There's not another Amazon as of right now. So anyways, if there's anything that you've seen besides what I've listed on my list from today's video, let me know in here. Let me know what the product is. I'd love to see it. So let me say hello to Clifford Williams. How are you doing, Clifford? Happy Thanksgiving. Belated Thanksgiving. Yes, it is. Ricky Joe, thank you for being here. Ricky Joe says it's 36 tonight. Yeah, it's going to get cold. This week is going to get cold. You're further north than I am. I'm like, about parallel, I guess, with the lake. So like mid-Florida, I guess, a little bit south. And it's supposed to be in the 40s. So if you're at 36, we'll be in the 40s, I'm sure. So thank you for being here. Fragile 1976, how you doing? Appreciate you being here. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Gala Girl's here. It would be a bummer if there was no lives today. I had to do a live, I had to do one, right? So we're here once again. However many people show up, I don't care. It's for us, right? Just hanging out, shooting it, as they say, right? Free Speech Friday. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's all good. Let's see, William. How are you doing, William? Thank you for being here. Happy Black Friday. Yes, Black Friday. Amazing. I can't believe it's the end of the year, guys. I really cannot. It's crazy. What does Ricky Joe say here? Let's see. We're almost done putting up Christmas stuff. Wow, you're ahead of us. You're ahead of us. We're still trying to clean up before putting up the Christmas stuff. Gallagher says pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie. Yes, pumpkin pie. Go straight down to our thighs. Gallagher, come on now. Let's see. Got to get the holiday electric bill ready. Yes. Always the electric bill goes for the holidays, but that's just the way it is. The LEDs definitely proved to be a money saver. The old lights were just burning juice all night long. It was just crazy. You put it on a timer just to try to reduce the amount of electricity you use. But honestly, with LEDs, they don't use that much, right? They're pretty efficient, much more efficient than the old lights. Tom, how you doing, Tom? Thank you for being here from PA. Let's see. Michael is here. Michael Hardy, thank you for being here. No one is here. Thank you, no one. Joe Todd, how are you doing? Let's see. Tim from San Antonio. How you doing, Tim? Daryl is here. Daryl Watts says, I don't even go to Black Friday shopping anymore since the day that I was almost killed at Black Friday sale. That's scary. I've seen some crazy ass shit for Black Friday where people just like bum rush and just literally trample people for like an Xbox. Or do you remember the Cabbage Patch dolls way back in the day? They would bum rush the store because Cabbage Patch was in the damn place and just wreck it, just absolutely wreck it. This is crazy. It's absolutely nuts. GameStop's like that too. It's just like there's a new game out or something, and it's only, it comes out on Black Friday. There's a line around it's like crazy. People are just crazy. I don't know. I've never been that. I don't think I've ever stood in line for a Black Friday anything. You remember they used to do that for iPhones? The iPhone would come out and you see like all of these people, they just got like out from the basement and they come out and they're like standing in line. They got like a little pup tent to get their like iPhone 99. I don't know. I'm not that guy. I don't know. Dragon Eds, how you doing? Thank you for being here. It says, hey Jay, leftover lasagna for us. That's good. Leftover lasagna is good. It says, we passed on the turkey this year. Not a bad idea. Passing on the turkey. Lasagna is awesome. Absolutely, lasagna is awesome. What do we got here? William says, negative 30 wind chill tonight. Holy shit. That is cold, William. My God. That is crazy. +4 centigrade, and that's on Monday. My God. That's nuts. That is nasty. Let's see. Dominic says, what's up? Got that banana out there. Love the banana. Jared, how are you doing, Jared? Happy Thanksgiving to you. David is here. Shazam. Yes, Shazam. Jeff is here. Hey, everyone. I am on vacation. Well, you know what, Jeff? Thank you for being here. Even while you're on vacation. What are you doing? Go have some fun. Get off the damn live. Oh, man, I'm just kidding. I'm glad that you're here. Scott Cook, how you doing? I got the alien for you. I like that. Radioactive Texan, how are you doing? Kevin. Kevin is here. David Grow from Southern MO. David Grow from Southern MO. I like it. Clear, 32 degrees. Interesting. Not bad. Not bad. Shy Z, how are you doing? Got a Starlink Mini yesterday from Best Buy. Gonna do the bling. The minis are awesome, guys. The minis are awesome. Very, very cool stuff. You can use them on electric or you can use them on battery through a little 12 volt connector, You can run it through one of the products that I put into my Friday, Black Friday list. I'll show you guys the Jackery as well as another one, which is the EcoFlow. So you can just plug it right in. Very cool stuff. Very cool. Let's see. Who else we got? Gala of course, is here. Solar lights. Way to go. You can do solar. It's just, I feel like the solar lights are just dim. They're just dim, Gala Girl. I wish they would get brighter. It's like, I don't know. Maybe like each one has to have like a bigger battery or something. I don't know. Ricky Joe says, oh yeah, Xbox had games on sale. 80s, 90% off, but there will most likely be more online sales Cyber Monday. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cyber Monday is always a big deal, a big day. Really a big day. For me, that's like my shopping day. I like shopping online. I don't like going to the store. It just doesn't do it for me. Some people like it. I just don't. So Cyber Monday is good, really good. I think like this Black Friday stuff is going to carry on for the full week. I don't think that people have made enough money. The stores have made enough money. So they're just going to carry this Black Friday on. Just mark my words. They're going to carry it on throughout the week. You're going to do the Cyber Monday, and they're going to keep that Black Friday probably until Friday, next Friday. But we'll see. I could be wrong, but I think that's what will happen. We have Hector from Panama. How you doing, Hector? Tara is here. Tra? Yeah, Tra is here. Good evening. Thanks for your training. Thank you for being here. Watch via Starlink. Excellent, from Blue Ridge in North Carolina. Very cool. Very cool. Phil the Brit is here. Thank you, Phil, for being here. A lot of poop emojis. Always love the poop emojis. Let's see. The pounds I lose come back in haste. They do. You're joining their friends around my waist. They do. But you know what? This is the time of year, I always tell my son, like, we work out a lot. I'm like, you know what? holidays, just bulk, right? Let's put on some weight. Let's lift heavier. And then we can shred it up later on. During the holidays, there's no reason to sit there and try to have a six pack. It's just, that's not beer either. Let's see. Cheers all. That's from Doug Jones. Thank you for being here. Jared White is here. Says, any Starlink Black Friday going on? I don't think so. I didn't see any Starlink Black Friday anything. If anyone else did, you let me know. I didn't see any. 60 here. Wow, not bad. Not bad. Do with the 60s. Flying Pretzel. Thank you so much for the super chat, Flying Pretzel. Says when Elon's Tesla phone is coming out. Yeah. Yeah, it says selling fake ones on Amazon. They are. All these Tesla phones that you see like on Amazon and all over the place, those Tesla phones are all fake. And what they are is Androids that are like lookalike things, just like they do like iPhones that run on Android, but they look like an iPhone. They act like an iPhone, but the bottom line is it's not an iPhone. Same thing with Tesla phone. Elon did do a interview, and in the interview, he was directly asked 3 times, are you going to be doing the phone? Are you going to do a phone? Are you going to do a phone? And the answer is no, no, no. The thing that he did say was he's got bigger fish to fry, basically. He's not going to do a phone unless, and this is the big unless the phone providers like Apple as well as like Samsung and Google, right? Those phone providers do anything to somehow circumvent free speech. That means like free speech, or even free speech when it comes to apps. Like if they don't allow you to use a certain app, then he will make his own phone, but not until then. So any Tesla phone, any Pi phone, anything that you see as of today, and all of those videos that look so serious and so real on YouTube, they're all fake. They are all fake, but they get hundreds of thousands of views and all kinds of shit. And the stuff is it's just complete boat. It sounds real. It sounds fantastic, but they're usually faceless because there's no one behind it besides AI or, some script that was written and then AI speaking it or whatever. So, but anyways, no Tesla phones. I wish there was, because if there were, I would buy 3 of them and get rid of our iPhones. From Tasmania, Australia. Peter Martin, thank you for being here, Peter. Appreciate that. Who else? We got New Zealand in the house. Sarah, thank you, Sarah, for being here. Let's see. Jared says 0-15 here in Canada. That's Michael. Nicholas, how you doing, Nicholas? 1 degree or -20 wind chill. Ouch. That's cold. That is cold. Too cold. Let's see. Gallagher says, I showed something to y'all. Can I send it through your site? Absolutely. So just you can send something through the site. That's no problem. Just go over to the comment area, go to JCristina.com, go to comment, and then put whatever you want to put in there. I'll just hit reply to it once I get the email, and then you can just reply to that and send whatever you want. It's no problem. Let's see. This is Mega Eyeball Out. What, Gallagher? What? Let's see. Streaming on Starlink. Awesome. That is from Pinamundo. We got No One again with the banana. Love it. Let's see. Moving on. Hey, guys, put a Q before your question or at JCristina. Q and then your question, or at JCristina. It just makes it easier for me to not miss any of your questions. So before I go any further with this, let me go ahead and switch over so you guys can see your chat. That'll probably help out just a little bit. So today was an interesting one because I got into the Black Friday stuff. So what I want to do is I want to bring up some of these Black Friday sales for you guys, because if you didn't watch the video, I don't want you to miss them. There's some really good stuff. TCL had a 51-inch TV. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the link right in the chat. So if anyone wants to go and check it out, you can. So that is the link. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to go and show you guys what these things look like, because they were pretty cool. I mean, honestly, there was some pretty good stuff. So there you go. This is what it looks like. Pretty nice stuff. 55-inch. I cannot believe it, because these 55-inch TVs They used to be like 500, 600 bucks or whatever. Now, this 55-inch TV is 200 bucks, $239, 27% off. That is pretty freaking awesome. That is awesome. I love that. So that's a great, I mean, for that price, you can hang one outside like on your patio or something and not have to worry about the weather killing it. It doesn't cost anything for a 55-inch TV. It's crazy. Another thing that I found was the MSI game for the GeForce. It was on sale also for $279. Let me stick that in here. $279. This was really quite good because this is the one that was my second pick during that whole time when I was testing out all kinds of different products when it comes to GPUs. And this GPU, once again, came in, I would say, number 2. And the reason being is it's so damn cheap. It is a super powerful GPU. If you guys want to, like, let's say, overclock your system, so to speak, make it run smoother, your games play better, your rendering is faster if you do 3D animation, if you do video, this card will definitely do it for you. It's as fast, pretty close, as fast as the card that I'm currently using. That is like 400 and some, almost 500 bucks. It was actually 500 when I bought it, but it is now cheaper because of the sale. It's by Gigabyte. Let me show you this one too, guys. This one right here is, I would say, my favorite because this is the one that I ended up keeping. I kept this one because it was, let's say, 16 gigs, which was really important to me, 16 gigs, but also because it didn't break. I had an Asus version of this, 4060 Ti, and it ended up breaking within a week. I took the thing out of the computer twice. By the third time I put it back in, it broke. Now, I've been handling computer stuff for 30 years, so I know how to handle computer equipment. It just, I don't know. It wasn't great. So this Gigabyte is the one that didn't break. It works great. So if you're interested in this, it is $449, I believe, right now. And that's like on sale, or $479 or something like that. So definitely check that out. The other thing that people were looking for, they were asking me, like, for headphones, what is a good set of headphones? And now you can always go with Apple's because Apple now has a set of headphones. But these headphones that I found, these are the Beats, right? These are the Studio Pros. And the Studio Pros are really friggin' awesome because they are, I would say, as good as like the Apple headphones that you pay like 500 bucks for, which to me, I mean, it's Apple pricing, right? It's Apple pricing. They look like this, okay? And they're just simply good. They are really, really good. And I've tried these in the past. They're for some reason, Beats just does a really good job. Also, Skull Candy does a good job when it comes to audio, headphones, and this type of thing. So there's a couple of other things that I want to show you guys, and then we'll get into some more questions. Someone asked me during one of the lives about like what monitor I use, right? Over here, I have a 27-inch over here, and I have this big 34-inch on this side. And this 34-inch was 2 monitors before, 2 flat panels, and I condensed it into 1 wide. I just really like the wides. This one is Dell, but this Dell was like 600, 700 bucks. Guys, I found this one, LG. They have this like absolute killer sale on an LG wide. Check this out, all right? I'll stick it in here so you can see it. This is nuts. Literally 229 bucks. 229 bucks for a 34-inch. And this isn't like just like any 34-inch. I mean, this is like a solid QHD device. I mean, it's not like, this is not like junk. This is something that you can use for playing games. I mean, it's definitely quality, right? The speed on it is not 240. I think if I remember correctly, it's like 120, I think, or no, it's 160 hertz. So it's not bad. I mean, it's not 240. But 160 hertz is pretty damn fast for such a big monitor. So definitely check that out. And then the two things that a lot of you guys asked me for, one would be the EcoFlow. This one they have a mega sale going on like this. So if you want to run your Starlink Mini, there's something that works perfectly for it. Let me bring that up so you can see. So this is the EcoFlow. It has 1800 watts. I'll show you another one in just a second, a Jackery, which is 1500 watts. But this damn thing is 60% off, 399 bucks. It weighs like about 20 pounds, I want to say. So this is definitely, you can bring it with you wherever you go. It's not so heavy that you got to roll it out with like a scooter or something, right? So this is really good. Some people like Jackery better than EcoFlow. I think they're both great. But let me throw up the Jackery too, so you guys can check this one out. This Jackery is 50% off. But what's good about the Jackery is they ended up doing also a $50 coupon. So let me stick this in here so you guys can see it. This is the Jackery. This is what the Jackery looks like. Okay, this is it. But look at this, right? It's 50% off. But then look at this. You have a coupon for 50 bucks also. So that brings it down to 349 bucks for a Jackery. Once again, these are, let's call them solar generators, right? So you can use this if you want. You can use it in, let's say, out and about somewhere, and then use your solar panels to recharge it. That's pretty damn cool, right? It's definitely pretty damn cool. You throw up those chargers. I forgot what it takes. I think it's like 2 hours or 3 hours with the 4-panel to be able to charge it if you have full sunlight. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So you have plenty of power through the night with these things. So I really like this. I think it was Jackery. I think it was Jackery or EcoFlow. One of them reached out to me to sponsor the show. But we're kind of like talking back and forth. I forgot which one it is. So I'll let you know. If we end up getting sponsored with them, you're going to get even a bigger discount. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. You know, some of these companies, they want you to do things that I am not willing to do. And the reason being is it compromises my relationship with you, and I just won't do it, right? So if I'm doing a review on something, the company can't tell me that I need to give them, let's say, a sample of my review before it goes live so that they're allowed to do like an edit or two on it. No. Okay. If I'm going to do a review, I do the review and I put it out there. And what I normally tell these people, just so you guys know, I'm like, listen, if I do a review, it's going to be a positive review, because if I look at the product and I don't like it, I'm not going to review it at all, period. I'm just not going to review it. I don't do bad reviews on this channel for the most part. I think I've probably done 2 in the entire 5-6 years. It just doesn't happen. I just won't do it. It's a waste of my time. So anyways, so I just, I won't compromise when it comes to that. Anyways, I'll get into some more of these picks that I have. Let's jump into some more of the questions. Once again, put a Q before your question or at JCristina so I can find your questions. Let me throw this back up like this so you guys can see your chats rolling by. Let's see, who else we got here? Jordan. How you doing, Jordan? Thank you for being here. It says, I wonder what the percentage of Black Friday shoppers actually buy gifts for others rather than themselves. That is a good point. I have a feeling there's a lot of people that shop both for themselves and for others on Black Friday. I have a really good feeling about that. Jeff, how are you doing? It says, going to warm climate on Tuesday. That's good, Jeff. Come over here. You're in Florida. It's going to be warm all the time. It'll literally be the coldest here, maybe about in the 30s, okay? And then we'll get Canadians come down. No lie, it's 30s. They'll jump in the water. They don't even care. I'll freeze, okay? My blood is not thick anymore. It is thin. Being in Florida, whenever it's like 60 out, I got a coat on. I'm putting a jacket on or something. All right, I don't have that thick skin anymore. That's for sure. Let's see. What do we got here? The Mini, yes. That Shy Z says that the Mini was on sale for $449. Yes, yes, yes. Matter of fact, I was going to do a piece on this at the end of the week, like today, but then I had to do this whole Black Friday deal. But yes, I was just reading something. It was over on PC Magazine. They said it's the first time SpaceX has slashed the price. This is the first time U.S. price of the mini dish, which launched earlier this year as a portable way to receive satellite internet access. The dish is about the size of a laptop and small enough to fit in a backpack. Although slower than the standard Starlink dish, the Mini can still deliver download rates of 100 megabits per second or higher, according to early users. The dish's portability makes it ideal for camping trips and backup as an internet backup. But in the U.S., SpaceX decided to sell it for $599. Yes, because they weren't making enough of them, and if they had like this big blowout, they're not going to be able to send them out. So they put it out there expensive. $599. It says $599 to prevent a surge of customers from snatching it up. I think I just said that, which could further strain Starlink's network capacity in the country. Elsewhere, the SpaceX has been selling the mini dish for $199. Yes, that's the case, and even $165. Citing abundant network capacity. That is absolutely the case. So this is the first time that we see like a cut in this mini, and yes, $449. But look, Shizy says he's getting 210 megabits down. So this whole 100 that they're saying over there on PC Magazine is, not really correct. Thank you so much, Shizy, for saying what you're getting. Really do appreciate that. Let's see. Daryl says I do the keto diet and intermittent fasting as well. Keto will do it. That will definitely do it. Intermittent fasting is not bad either. It's like the Joe Rogan deal and all the rest of them. They're all doing that kind of stuff right now. Honey Badger, thank you for being here, Honey Badger. Who else we got here? Let's see. Wallace and Fortuna Islands. Nice. That's Lanny. How you doing? Daniel says, will the LG 34-inch monitor with FreeSync work with NVIDIA cards? They will. They do work with them. Obviously, you can go with your, there's two different syncs, right? You got your FreeSync and the other one. Anyways, but yeah, one would be for your NVIDIA, one for AMD. But they really, even though one will work better on one or the other, they still work really well. And for the most part, what I have found, at least, getting a higher refresh rate down to like 1 milliseconds, number one, and then also getting a higher frame rate, like let's say 240 hertz, let's call it hertz, right? 240 hertz. This is 160 hertz or whatever it was. That's still pretty damn good. And 160, I'll give you an example. The 34-inch Dell that I have here that cost 3 times as much, this thing will only push 80 hertz. And that's like overclocked. Okay, it won't even get to 120. That just gives you an idea. This is now 4 years old or whatever, but this is how far we've gone. A third of the price and double the hertz from 80 hertz to now 160. So yeah, that's really what you want to look for. It's a really good monitor for doing that. Let's see. John says, Hefty in the house from Maine. How are you doing, John? Thank you for being here. Turbo says, I know it's off topic, but I felt so good to cancel my subscription to Adobe. Thank you for that. Yes, Turbo, I'm glad you canceled your Adobe membership. 5 years ago, I put out that Life After Adobe Cutting the Cord series. You see me with that skull, and it'll say Adobe. Cutting the cord, right? Life After Adobe here. I put that shirt together 5 years ago at the same time that I put out that entire playlist of all different ways to cut the cord. That's Photoshop and Illustrator and your Lightroom and all the rest, all kinds of alternatives. And I rated every single one of them. So you know which one was better for you. Not just for me, but for you, right? Well, just yesterday, I think, or day before yesterday, I finally found you guys an alternative to Acrobat Pro, right, from Adobe. Literally a third, I think it's like a third of the price, and you buy it, it's a one-time perpetual license. So you're not paying in perpetuity with this nonsense of rental bullshit that the Adobe has. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. So congratulations for breaking free from Adobe. That's awesome. You'll never go back. Trust me. Once you break free from Adobe and see that there's alternatives that are pretty damn good out there, it's like, That's what happened with me. It's been 5 years. I've never gone back. Never gone back. Let's see. Moving on here. Question from Tim. It says, when do you think they'll lower the price on Starlink Mini? They just did, right? So it's $449 instead of $599 right now. They'll probably lower it again in first quarter of next year. I will guess they'll probably bring it down to like $299, right around there, maybe $349, somewhere around there is what I'm going to guess. And that really depends on congestion and how fast you can make these things, right? And what are people really wanting them and buying them. So yeah, they'll go down, but it'll be first quarter of next year for sure. Let's see. William says, I remember a 40-inch Toshiba TV for $800. Yeah, absolutely. That's Canadian. Yeah, I know. These TVs are like nuts now. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. And this TCL stuff, I stand behind it because I literally have one that's sitting over there. It's been there hanging on the wall for 3, 4, 5 years or something. Never a problem. The thing just works. The thing just works. I thought it was going to be disposable, but I guess not. As long as it works, I'm going to keep it there. Let it keep on going. Let's see. Tara says, yes, love TCL. Quality. Awesome. I agree. It says I still have the original Roku box. Yeah. And what's really neat is that TCL actually has built in, it's a smart TV, and it has built in a whole bunch of different things. So I have my YouTube TV running on it, and it's perfect, right? I don't need anything besides Wi-Fi connecting to it. Phil the Brit, how you doing? It says, question. With AI movies, are there movie makers like MGM or Sony Pictures that will specialize in AI to be the most realistic and dominate the movie market? That's a good question. I've said this in the past. I really do believe that movies will eventually all go AI. You will have voice actors, and that is it. They could replace the voices with AI too, but it's just a little bit more difficult, you know? A voice actor could add inflection that an AI can do over time. It's just not worth the process, okay? For general speech and stuff like that, that's fine. But acting and just, you know, being able to drop a line and do it how the producer wants you to do it, the director wants you to do it, it's just easier to have a voice actor. So I foresee a time where a majority of the movies that you see will be 3D animated, but since the speed of this animation is going faster and faster and faster and faster, they'll be able to put out movies in the same speed as if they use actual real actors, and maybe even faster than that. So yeah, I think that's interesting. I think it's an interesting thought process, interesting, let's say, direction that we're going. But I really do think we're going in that direction. Now, do you guys like it? I personally love cartoons, right? I love cartoons. I love 3D animated movies also. I think they're awesome. But now these 3D animated movies are like becoming just so real. It's like you can't even tell that they're animated unless you really, really look at like maybe a small quirk of something. But for the most part, you won't even see it. So, and that just keeps on getting better and better and better and better, literally down to like acne and pimples and every single hair, and just, it's just sick. It's absolutely crazy. The power of the processing now, the GPUs, is crazy, absolutely crazy. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Elon Musk's, his AI, his big ass machine that he's put together, this farm is what it is, in this colo, in this building where he's building this his AI. I think it was originally, I think the maximum number of GPUs, they use NVIDIA GPUs. The maximum number of GPUs was originally, I believe, Google, and they had like 150,000 GPUs that were running for their AI. Now, Elon has 200,000 GPUs running on his AI, but they're bringing in another 100,000. So within a couple of weeks, a month or whatever, his AI is going to have 300,000. 300,000, get a grasp of that, over a 250,000, 300,000 NVIDIA GPUs. Could you imagine that processing power? It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. Very cool though, absolutely crazy. Tara says, or Tra says, QVC had a great deal on new Bose earpods. That's really cool. I like Bose product. Bose does really good stuff. Really good stuff. EcoFlow, yes, loving the EcoFlow. Let's see. Shai says the Starlink Mini. Oh, I got that already with the sale. Moving down, let's see. Goal. Once again, put it at JCristina before your question, or if you don't want to put that, you can put just a Q before your question. It makes it easy for me to find. Jared White, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Goal Zero is another great company. There you go. Goal Zero. Goal Zero. All right. Gallagher, if I could get that, I would. Okay, there you go. Phil the Brit says, question with the solar generator. Let's see. Let me see. Comes with a solar panel. If not, how much are the solar panel? So yes, some of the kits, the Jackery and the EcoFlow that I showed you guys do not come with the panels. Okay, you have to buy those separately, but they have kits that come with the panels. The panels are pretty damn cheap, really, a couple $100, and you can get the fold outs that will put out like, I think they get about 200 watts or something. We'll literally charge these 1500s or these 1800 within a couple hours. You know, when you get full direct sunlight, let's say 2-3 hours, and they're fully charged. So, I mean, you can have your stuff like running all day when you're out there, out and about, and they only weigh 20 pounds. Like I said, it's not like a sled, you know, you're dragging this damn thing along. I think that, you know, there's a certain weight when you're going, let's say, hiking, or if you're doing camping, or you're out and about, right? There's a certain weight, a maximum weight that you want to be at. Anything past that, you really need to leave at home, right? So how much power do you really need, you know, and how much weight can you afford to carry? So I think that's something to think about when you look at both the EcoFlow and the Jackery. Which one is right for you, and how much power do you need? If you're going to power, for example, a Starlink Mini, that damn thing will power it all day long, all right? Fully charged, as long as you got the solar panels running on there, right? Fully charged, let that run all day long. And then at night, you could probably run it for 4, 5, 6 hours at night on that Jackery, and then recharge it in the morning, or on that EcoFlow. So pretty cool stuff. Once again, you're not getting any of that loss of power, because the new minis have that 12 volt DC little adapter, right? So you plug directly in from your EcoFlow or your Jackery right into the unit. You're not having to go through any kind of device to change from AC to DC, right? You don't need to do that. And that's the whole point of it, because when you change from DC to AC, or from AC to DC, you're losing 10, 20%, 15%, depends on the inverter that you're using. But even if you're losing 15%, that's just electricity wasted, sun wasted, right? So you don't need an inverter with it. So that's really cool. That's one of the things that the minis really shine when you want to use them out and about or on the go someplace. Let's see. What do we got here? Daniel says, okay, yep, we got that one already. Moving down, 30 is t-shirt weather. that is, yeah, that's from Michael. I don't know. 30 is not t-shirt weather for me. Michael, Ricky Joe says, you know, Pawaka also actually had 113th annual Christmas parade. Holy hell, I didn't know that. Wow, at 7 p.m., 113th Christmas parade. Wow, amazing. Been around for a bit. Let's see. Petramundo says a couple of days ago, was hitting 150 plus for the first time in a year. So I think more satellites and newer ones must have been passing over. That's 100% the case. You're going to see that SpaceX Starlink is going to get better, exponentially better into 2025. As soon as the Starship is able to deliver the version 3 satellites into LEO, the speeds are going to increase a lot. Congestion will be over with. Latency will also drop. So if you're getting latency of, let's say, 50 milliseconds, you will see latency probably of 30 milliseconds. If you're getting 30, you're going to see probably sub 20 milliseconds with the new satellites. So hang tight. It is getting better, and it's going to only ramp up quicker as soon as the Starship is done testing and starts, let's say, working commercially. And it can actually stick satellites into orbit. So we'll see what happens. Once again, put a Q before your question or at JCristina. Makes it easier for me to find. Let's see. Play it for tradition. It says, hail from Seattle. How you doing from Seattle? Let's put some lo-fi on, guys. Let me see. Can you guys hear that? Let me see. Nice. Let me turn my side down just a little. You can hear it. Sweet. All right. I'll just pull it down just a little bit so it's not like overbearing. Put in a little music. Put something on there. I like it. If you guys don't like it, tell me in the chat. I'll shut it off. Let's see. What do we got here? What do we have here? What do we have? Let's see. Phil DeBritt says, when you move to a hotter climate like Florida, I understand your blood gets thinner to lose the heat faster. That's what they say. It could be all BS, but it feels that way. It says, so when you get cold, it's your thinner blood rather than you having thicker skin. See, I really don't know what the answer to that is. Maybe just get used to it or something. I mean, look, we just saw the Dolphins play. It was cold. They did crap. That's just it. You practice in Miami and you're sweating your ass off. And then you go into a frozen climate and you're sitting there doing this and you got like so much extra undergarments on that you can't even move. So yeah, I don't know if it's thicker skin, thicker blood, thinner blood, what the answer is, but I can tell you I get cold. When it's cold, it's cold. And I know it. I could feel it. It's like, yeah, this is cold. I'm in the 50s and it's like, it's cold for me. I can deal with like upper 60s, even mid 60s. It's okay. But you see people here in the chat. What is it? 30 degrees is t-shirt weather? I don't know. It's not happening for me. Let's see. Ricky Joe says, do you think that VGA or HDMI cables to connect your monitors to your PC? Use definitely HDMI cables. Even better, use the DMI cables, those little digital connector. If your monitor has it, that's going to be even a faster connection. So definitely use those first and then fall back to HDMI if you don't have that. And VGA is absolutely the worst out of all of them. I wouldn't use VGA at all. All right, just get rid of VGA, okay? Hey, look who I got here. It's Cat in the Hat. I see there's more bananas. More bananas, people. More bananas. Let's see. Pinywoods 101 says, hello from East Texas. Love your show. It makes my week. I appreciate that, Pinywoods. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate all of you guys. I really, really do. Jared says, question, what you're feeling about all the hacks of cloud and other InfoSec? Yeah, so there's just a ton of hacks. You just, if anyone thinks that their data is secure, just forget it, because the banks aren't even secure. All right, that's just how it is. You just have to do your absolute very best to try to secure your data, and that is it. If you're on websites and it's like, oh, click here, click there, click here, click there, just don't do it. Because chances are you probably shouldn't. You know what I mean? You just have to be more vigilant today than years ago. I feel really bad for the elderly right now, because the elderly really were not taught anything about computers, so to speak. Minimal, let's just call it. And they're just getting taken, right? People are stealing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars from our elderly, and they're doing it from all over the world. My mom ended up having about $1,000 stolen from her, but she just didn't know any better, and it was like people in like India somewhere. So, it's a problem. It's a big problem, and it's sad. I personally think, like, if you steal from elderly, that's like stealing from a child. Okay, it's just, these people should just go to hell, and it'd be nice to be able to watch it and not have to, just hope that it happens, because it's just, people are just evil, it's just evil. How do you hurt someone that's elderly, that doesn't know any better? How do you do that? People are just there. It amazes me the extent that some of these charlatans go to steal from people. Instead of just doing a job and making the money themselves, stealing from people. It's like, get a damn job, man. Get a job, but they spend so much time. It's just absolutely crazy. It really is. Let me see. Moving down, it says, what would you suggest for extending the Wi-Fi signal? I'm streaming on Mountain. Interesting. 2 to 400 meters away, or is that 2,400 meters away? I don't know. 2 to 400 meters away from my car with Starlink. Okay, so if the Starlink needs to be, let's say, 400 meters from you, and you want to stream, you're going to need to set up repeaters. That's the only way to be able to do it. So do me a favor. All right, this is Barjarn. Type your question in again. Give me a little bit more details. I want to know, like, are you using a mini? How far away the actual amount is? How many meters away are you going to be from your Starlink? And maybe I can give you a little bit better answer. All right. So Bajan, definitely retype your question. Standing Mannequin says, without affordable housing, movie theaters will go bust. Kind of true. Yeah, absolutely. Renee Hale says, what's up, peeps? Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. William says, ha! Honey Badger, question. Do you think AI could replace all whiny actors and actresses from the Hollywood? Yes. There was a lot of actors said that they were going to take a flight out of the U.S., if this orange guy was to win. And I've only seen, I think, one actually leave. Why aren't they all leaving? Because I know there's a lot of people that would be very, very up for buying them a ticket to leave. Because like you said, there's a lot of whiny ass actors that are making shit tons of money that really should shut up and just simply do their job and be the actor or the court jester that amuses us. Because that's what their job is, right? Their job is to amuse, right? To entertain us, not to give us their opinions, their speculation, nothing. Just shut up and do your job. And that's just it, If you have a job doing commentary, do commentary. If you have a job to be a court jester and be the fool, then be the fool, right? I don't want to hear anything from the fool. It's the same thing with the king, right? The king sees the guy, he's juggling, then all the guy stops juggling and tells the king what he should be doing with his people. How would that go over? Same kind of thing with actors. They literally should go, a lot of them. Just get rid of them. Yes, I do think that they can be replaced with AI when it comes to 3D animated versions. But I do also think, like I said before, I think that the voice acting will stay consistent. You need voice actors because you need good voices, and they need to be able to articulate a point and really, I mean, AI can do a good job, but it's nothing like being able to tell an actor, a voice actor, listen, I need you to be more this or less that, or tweak this or tweak that, go louder, you know what I mean? It's just a lot easier just to tell an actor to do it than trying to program it, right? It just makes more sense. But yeah, they can definitely replace some of these actors. with no problem. And I would have no problem with it, right? No problem. We jamming. That's from Turbo. We jamming. Let's see. Aloha, George. Nice elevator music. Do you hear it? Can you hear it? Let me put on some more elevator music. I'm going to keep that rolling, right? We'll just keep that rolling in the background, just a little. Why not? Why not? Watch later on. They'll be like, you have been demonetized because all of your elevator music, even though it was shit, it is all copyrighted, and you have been demonetized. Thank you. I appreciate that. But no, all this music is coming from a company called Upbeats. That's UPP Beats, B-E-T or B-E-A-T Beats, and I pay every month. So it's not considered royalty free. I actually pay to be able to have this stuff playing. So, anyways, it reminds me when I was playing. I was doing a live, doing a launch from Starship, and then all of a sudden the folks over there at SpaceX start playing the worst freaking trash elevator music, and I didn't hear it because I didn't have my earphones like on loud enough. I didn't hear this trash, and then normally I'd turn it down because I know YouTube gets nuts and they'll demonetize, and sure damn enough they demonetized the entire Starship 2.5 hour presentation that I did, right? It's like, what the hell? So I don't do that anymore, right? Live and learn. Screw me once, right? Shame on you. Let's see. Acid jazz, Christmas music. That's it right there. That is it. We're going to keep it going. What is this one called? Eggnog Bop. This is the Eggnog Bop. Let's just see what it sounds like. Let's see. FSU tomorrow night. Yes, that's right. Gators. Once again, put a Q before your question or at JCristina. Q before your question or at JCristina. Happy Black Friday, guys. Also, if there's any Black Friday stuff that you found, tell me what they are. I'm going to give you some more of the Black Friday stuff that I found in just a second. Let me just go through some more of these questions so I don't miss any. I don't want to miss any. Cat in the Hat mug. Yes. Do you love it? Come on. No, it even says Cat in the Hat on the other side. Pretty cool, right? That's for you, Kevin. Thank you. Loving the Cat in the Hat. Lots of bananas. Love the bananas. Thank you, Kevin, for the bananas. Travis, thank you for the bananas. Phil the Brit. I love the Canadian joke. How long have you been? How long have you been married? 10 years, but it feels like 15 with the wind chill factor. That's exactly right. That's it. I love it. Can you? I can't imagine. Imagine like living in like on the North Pole someplace, right? Antarctica, or even in Alaska, some areas of Alaska, where it's literally like winter all the damn time. You have like, dark periods of time where it's like, I have months, like 3 months, 4 months, just pure dark out, right? Sun never, I couldn't even imagine. That cannot be good on the psyche. Could it? I don't think so. Renee says 3 cell providers all got hacked and called into Washington, D.C. No shit. It's, yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, Renee. George, what does George say? Malware Bytes on sale. It does help block ads. There you go. Malware Bytes. Let's take a look, shall we? Malware Bytes. Let me see what kind of sale do they got going on here. Black Friday offer. This is from let's see who put this in. George put this in here. There we go. Malware Bytes. Save 50% on all of our plans. Cool. What do we got here? Standard plan, $22.50 a year, $30 a year with the plus plan. All on the ultimate plan is $120 a year. Not bad. I just, like for me, I just hate paying monthly for stuff. I mean, I get it. I know you have to for some things. I hate paying monthly. It just pains me. It absolutely pains me to just pay in perpetuity for something. And then what ends up happening, you forget about it. It's like when you get that membership, right around January, you're like, yeah, this is going to be the year. I got my gym membership, right? I'm going to lose 30 pounds. And what happens is you get this gym membership in January and you find out that it's like June and you're like, shit, I didn't even go to the damn gym, but I've been paying this $60 a month every month. And now after the last 6 months, I am out $360. Yeah. So yeah, this is what ends up happening. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan. But like I said, sometimes you have to do it. Ricky Joe has a question. Oh, wait a second. Thomas says, are you going to get into 3D printing? I would like to. Yes, I've been talking with a few people through email, and they're kind of turning me on to the 3D printing. So I'm going to say yes. I will probably get a 3D printer in 2025. Yeah. And start doing some 3D printing. I just love creating. I just love doing stuff like that. I'm also going to do a few projects with the Raspberry Pi coming up. There was obviously, it's been a little bit crazy, but I have one that I'm working on right now, the software, the behind the scenes of this. So, but then I'm going to do some other things. Matter of fact, one of the products that I told you guys about. Let me see if I can find it here. Here it is. Yes, Raspberry Pi. This is an awesome kit. It's $123 for this Raspberry Pi, right? I'll put the link in here too, all right? What is so cool about this is you literally get everything all together. Now, this Raspberry Pi is a version 4. Let me stick this in here so you guys can see it. There we go. So this is a Raspberry Pi version 4. This one that you can see on the screen right now is a version 5. All right, this is the version 5. But look at it. It comes with the reader. It comes with heat, like little heat sink. It also comes with your power and all of your cables, your HDMI cables. It literally has everything. And it has the, let's call it a housing. Right? It has the housing where you stick in there and it has active cooling. You can see the fan right here. See that right there? That's your fan that goes in there. So this is really cool. And I actually bought one for this too. So when I do this video, you're going to also see me install this into one of those. So very cool stuff. Very cool. I really enjoy, tinkering and doing stuff like that. So that's going to be coming soon to this channel. Fun stuff, definitely fun stuff. Let me see. Brajarn rewrites his question here. It says, I'm in Greenland in cold conditions, a negative 25 degrees centigrade, and live stream around an airport in a car with global roaming Starlink. Interesting. Okay, so you're in a car. And lose the signal Wi-Fi. You lose signal Wi-Fi signal when I go up on a spot on the mountain 400 meters away. Well, holy shit, that is far. I mean, that's like 1,200 feet away or whatever it is when you do the conversion. I guess somewhere like that. That's far. Starlink doesn't supposed to go that far. If you're getting even half of that, you're doing a lot. Line of sight is not an issue because it is an omnidirectional antenna in the Starlink router. So if you're doing 1,200, and it's dropping out, it should be dropping out. So what I would say is if you're going to be 1,200 meters out, if you can get a repeater at, let's say, 200 meters, 300 meters, get a repeater and stick that on a battery and just repeat the signal. All right. Remember, Bajan, keep this in mind. Shit in, shit out. Okay. That's like as let's say to the point. Once again, this is Free Speech Friday, right? That's as to the point as it's going to get. So what that means is if you have a repeater and you are too far away and it's getting a crappy signal, it's going to repeat the crappy signal. So $1,200 is a lot, man. I'm telling you. I don't know. I mean, there's ways to do it with a directional antenna. There's different things that you can do, but I mean, the only way that I can think of doing it for you, like just a quick thing, would be stick a repeater like on a 12-volt battery type of thing and stick it on the ground someplace in a box, and there you go. Temporary, fix type of thing. But yeah, that's a distance, man. That's a distance. It would be easier probably for you to take the whole Mini and bring it with you 1,200 meters, right? And just do it that way, because the thing doesn't weigh anything. And take one of those JCris or an EcoFlow, only 20 pounds, stick it where you are at that 1,200 meters, right? And now run it. And now you're only a few feet away from your source, so you're going to have good streaming. And then when you want to go downhill or whatever, take that JCri or whatever and bring it downhill. Do it that way instead of trying to propagate or repeat the signal. That's my personal opinion. I don't know. Anyways, so let's see. There's others. Once again, Q before your question or at JCristina. Either which way is good. Let's see. Epidemic Sound. Yes, Epidemic Sound is good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. This is upbeat, so but Epidemic Sound is also awesome. Thank you for that, William. What's up, Austin? Let's see. Avast antivirus is on sale for 80%. That's from Ricky Joe. Thank you for that. Avast. Let's do that so you guys can see your chats. Let's see. Austin says, if anyone's interested, there you go. The MacBook Pro, especially with the M4 Max variant, has a $400 off at Best Buy. That's pretty good because Apple is never on sale, right? It's just very expensive all the time. Usually what I do, guys, this is my trick when it comes to buying Apple product, is I always buy refurbished. And then I get the Apple Care plan. So I end up paying about the same price as a new product, but it's refurbished with an extended warranty. That's what I do. The reason I like doing that is, number one, Apple is usually pretty good. They don't go bad very often. But when they do, when they get repaired, this means that when they're refurbished, everything in that computer has gone over again. So the QC, or the quality control, is like doubled at that point. So you just normally, every refurbished Apple products I ever got has never died. That's just it. Now, Apple does have planned obsolescence, right? So they die a horrible death, and that's because you cannot upgrade them anymore because, once again, planned obsolescence. This is how they do it, to make you buy more and more and more new hardware. Pisses me off, but that's the way Apple works. Let's see. George says, back in the very early days of HD, it took 6 months to get 1080p to be stable. Yeah, crazy. I recommended we used what we learned up to 8K. Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. Amazing how fast it has all happened. Yes, and that's from 99 to 2000. It's just, yes. Things have been exponential, absolutely exponential when it comes to, I mean, look at AI alone, right? It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. Let me put a couple of other things into here. Let me put this back up. Let me see here. Here we go. Some of you guys wanted me to do this, so this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to give you a couple more of these these Black Friday deals that I put in today's, if you didn't watch today's video. 46% off on this one, which is insane. This is a DeWalt, okay? DeWalt 20 volt max, okay? What is cool about this deal, guys, is that, matter of fact, I'll throw it up on the screen so you guys can see it. What's cool about this deal is that you're getting, for that 120 some bucks, you're getting an impact drill and a regular drill, plus 2 batteries. And 2 batteries will cost you all day long $80. So literally for like $40, you're getting an impact drill and a regular drill, which is crazy. So at that point, if you already have those, keep the batteries, or keep one battery, give away one of the tools if you have a duplicate of it or whatever. I do this all the time just because the batteries are so damn expensive. I wait for Black Friday and then we bring in some extras. So it works out really good that way. Very, very good. So definitely check that out. The other thing that people were asking me about was, we have a dog now, right? And having a dog is kind of like having kids. And they make it an absolute mess. That's just how it is. And Fabiola has always been like, well, what are we using for cleaning this? What's a good thing to use? And we found this, it's called a Bissell. And it's called the Little Green. I call it the Little Green machine. And my son used it the other day to clean the couch. And I swear, I'll put a link in here. This thing is absolutely unbelievable. If you have kids or if you have dogs or something like that, I mean, this little guy is nuts. Is absolutely nuts. It will clean the couch. It will clean like your seats in your car, whatever, right? And it does it really damn well. And look at the price, 34% off. Once again, this is a Black Friday deal, right? Instead of $124, $81, guys. This is a no-brainer. Once again, if you want to clean stuff in the house, fantastic. Fantastic. Shannon, thank you so much for that. Look at that. 10 memberships from Shannon. Guys, if you just received a membership from Shannon, you are going to say thank you. Who do we got? Keith Morris, thank you. Thank you. Say thank you to Shannon. Be Happy. David got one. Let's see. Bonnie. Kevin. Let's see. Caleb got one. Who else? Tony. Snaplatak. You got one. Nancy. If you did get a free membership, say thank you to Shannon. Shannon, thank you so much. Really, always appreciate your kindness. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shannon says, nothing to fear. Shannon is here. Thank you for being here, Shannon. Really appreciate you. Let's see. Let me bring one. You guys know that I'm a photographer, right? Professional photographer for many years. And right now, Canon, because I am a Canon shooter, Canon has this deal going on for the R100, which is an APS-C camera, for $349. Guys, this is a no-brainer if you want to give like a loved one a camera to work on and learn. It is every bit of as good as some of the professional cameras that I've used during my lifetime. That's how good it is. 4K video. It is APS-C. It's not a full frame, but that's okay. It's great to get started with. It comes with a lens, and that lens, matter of fact, let me bring it up so you guys can see it. That lens, that standard lens that they give you, is not bad. It could be better, but it's not bad. For the price, it is very, very good. So this is what it looks like. The lens is a 18 to 45, and it's an f 4.5 to 6.3. So it meanders. So when you're zoomed in tight, it's going to be 6.3, and when you zoom out, it's going to be 4.5. So you can get more light into the camera when you're zoomed out compared to zoomed in. That's just the way it is. Later on, you can buy a professional lens if you want. This one is still good enough. That's if you want Canon. Also, if you want Sony, Sony has their Sony Alpha ZV-E10. Now, let me stick this in here too. This E10 is the upgraded model of the Sony ZV-1. And that ZV-1 is what I'm using right above me for doing top-down stuff. That ZV-1 is pretty damn good. And this ZV-E10 is even better because you can change with the ZV-E10 the lenses. You can just swap them out and use any lens that you want. This thing has just a fixed lens, and that is it. So this is a really, really good camera. Let me see if I can bring that up. That didn't come up. Let me see. Maybe this one will do it. Will this do it? Let me see. Does it do it? It doesn't. It's not popping up. Anyways, let me see. Maybe it's over here. Is this it? Let me see if it pops up. This is the, no, this isn't one. Let me type it in. ZV, so it's the ZVE10. There it is. Okay, this is the one right here. So, $7.99. This is the full kit. They also have one, I'm not even going to try looking for it, but there's another one here on Amazon that is $6.98. Okay, it has a little bit less things. It doesn't have all this stuff in it. But still, for $6.98, if you want a Sony, that is a great value, an awesome value. Let's go back over to here so you guys can see your chats. Moving on, we got lots of bananas from Travis. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Radioactive Texan says, Shannon is in the house. Kaboom! Let's see. Dave Gross says, establishing a network across several acres with Ubiquity's nano station. Yes, those work out really good. $65 per node. Awesome. Point to point. There you go. Or AP or access point, basically broadcast. Stable and reliable. Very cool. Yeah, Ubiquity does have some really good stuff. Let me see if I can find that for folks here. It's the, let me see. It's the Ubiquity Nano Station. She said they were like, let's see, Ubiquity Nano Station. Yeah, the Nano Stations are coming in at $54. $54, guys. That's not bad. Let's see if I can get a link if it works. It did work. Good. So let me see. I will stick the link right here. Check it out. That is the Ubiquity. So if you want to do that outdoor and you need an extra node, that's it right there. 8% off right now, Black Friday. $54 for each of those. Pretty cool. And that's, what is it, 8 dB? 2.4 gigahertz? Not bad. But yeah, Ubiquity does a really good job. Really, really good job. Let's see. Bajarn says, thanks for the answering. And by the way, my speeds is 150 to 250 down and 20 to 30 up. Latency of 56. I mean, not bad. Looking forward to the next Starship launch. So am I. I cannot wait to see the next Starship launch because there's going to be radical changes going on the next launch. Very exciting. My understanding was the next launch was going to happen in January. Possibly December. I originally heard that it was going to happen in December, but then I just recently heard that they're going to push it back to January. So I don't know. I hope it's sometime in December. I think that would be great. There's no reason for it to push all the way into January now that the FAA is seeing the light and not giving Elon such a hard time. So yeah, why not? Let's push it forward. Let's do it. Let's get these things out there. I want to see it. The sooner, once again, we can get that Starship online and dropping off those version 3 satellites, the better. The sooner, the better. We'll see what ends up happening with that. Hopefully, it happens once again sooner than later. Nicholas says, no, but the wife and I have the jackets. Let's see. Oxland says, how's the Linux journey going? I've been rooting for you for the last couple of months. Yes, Linux update. I'm still using Linux. I'm using Linux Mint still, and I'm enjoying it. I really am. It's working really good. Now, the beginning of this week, I think it was like Monday, I was this close to taking my Windows. You can see it's dusty, right? That has not been in the machine. I was this close from taking this and putting it into the machine. I just got pissed. And the reason why is because I booted into Linux and it came up with an error, a session error, right? A cinnamon session error, which is your GUI, let's say, right? It was an error and it wasn't fixable. I could not get in. So I tried everything and nothing worked. So what I ended up doing, and this was the saving grace, You guys remember I said, listen, if you're using Linux and you like it, make sure you install Time Shift. Time Shift is kind of like Time Machine for the OS, okay? Like Apple's Time Machine. Install Time Shift. And I did. I took my own damn advice. That never happens. But yes, I took my own advice and I installed Time Shift. So what it does is every day it makes a backup and it keeps 7 days of backups. So what I ended up doing is I couldn't get in at all. I ended up booting with my little pen drive. I booted into this. I went into a command line and I just typed in time shift -- restore anyways, you get it. It pops up. It says, hey, you want to restore? I'm like, yeah, I want to restore. Where do you want me to restore it to? And where can I find your snapshots? Because those are called snapshots. Each day has a snapshot. And I'm like, this is the drive where the snapshot is, and this is the drive where I want you to restore. It's like, okay, we can do that. I'm like, holy shit. And sure damn enough, 10 minutes later, it was done. It's like, hey, I'm done. You can reboot now. I'm like, oh God. So I pulled this out. Just remember, I had to boot off this. I pulled it out, and the damn thing booted up, and it was exactly how it was 4 days ago. Because I picked 4 days. I wanted to go further back just in case it installed some crazy ass crap that broke it. And sure damn enough, everything was just like it was 4 days ago. But I was close, guys. I was really close. I'm like, there's no reason for this to break, and it broke. So, time shift. If you're using Linux, right, install time shift because it will save your bacon. All right, it saved mine. If not, I would be back using Billy the Kid's piece of shit Windows, and I'd be even more mad. So there you go, the Linux update. I was going to do a video about it, but maybe I'll still do a video about it, and I'll make it more dramatic. Can I even make it more dramatic? I don't know. I probably could. But yeah, I see a lot of pink emojis here, a lot of pink poop emojis. I love that. No, Joe, don't do it. Control yourself. Yes, that's from Shannon. I need to. Let's see. Let's see. Moving down. Here we go. A lot of pink poop emojis. Skydog99, thank you for being here. Travis, thank you for those pink poop emojis. And we have the bomb. Those bombs are for Shannon, and that's from William. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, William. Let's see. Austin's text says there are some good deals on Amazon for external storage, especially for the SanDisk SSD, especially the Pro variant, 32% off. So, let's see if we can find those. Let's move over. Let's do this. SanDisk SSD Pro variant. Let's see what we come up with. Let's see. Here we go. External. Here's an external SanDisk. Let me put in some more music. Let's see. What do we want? Let's go ahead and do this one. There we go. Well, that run in the background. Here we go. So this SanDisk, we got a 2 terabyte Extreme Pro. Not bad. It's $167. It is fast though. 2,000 megabytes per second. That's pretty quick. USB 3.2. There is a lot of externals here. It's amazing to me how we're seeing terabytes now in SSDs. It's just really cool. I always thought that terabytes, would never be able to happen. I knew they would eventually, but I wish that we would have 8 terabyte, 10 terabyte, 16 terabyte SSDs, and then I would be able to go and convert my entire unraid server. Remember I wrote this book, How to Create a Digital Fort Knox, Backing Up Your Digital Life? I was hoping that I would be able to replace all of these with terabyte SSDs instead of using the solid states. It'd just be fun and fast as hell to do. But look, 4 terabyte, $229. 8 terabyte SSD, right? $429. they're just not there yet. It's just expensive. But if you just need a terabyte or something, they're cheap. Here's a terabyte, $74. Not bad at all. You have it tomorrow. Look at this, 10 a.m. We'll have it to you. 1 terabyte. Very cool. I'm a big fan of NVMEs. So if you guys have an extra slot in your computer, instead of getting an SSD, which are slow compared to an NVMe, you see this NVMe here, this Western Digital Black? I actually have one of these. Let me show you something, guys. Let me show you something. All right, let's see. I'm back. So there it is, Western Digital Black. Okay, these are awesome. They are awesome, and they're fast as hell. Look at this, 5,150 megabytes per second. This one says up to 7,300 megabytes per second. Those are like many times. That other one we saw was 2,000 megabytes for that external one. So you're looking at like 3x faster with these. Now, people are like, well, I only have room for one of them. All right, well, let me see. Yes, my address isn't on there, so I can show this. Well, I bought this. You see this? Let me go full screen with this so you can see it. You see that? Let me flip this around. Okay, I bought this thing. This is a game changer, guys. It's the Hyper M.2X16 Gen 5 card. Do you see this right here? You see that? It has room for 1, 2, 3, and 4 NVMEs. 4. You plug this into your computer, and now you have the ability to put 4 of those. So this one is a 2 terabyte. So you put 4 in, not bad. You'd end up with 8 terabytes on this one card. If you go with a 4 terabyte, you have now 4 times 4, 16. You have a ton of space, and it's just nuts speed, crazy fast. So I try to suggest that if you are booting a computer, if you have an NVMe, boot off the NVMe. Much faster than SSD. And if you're looking to add let's say a SSD to your solid state as a secondary drive in your computer, buy one of these instead and add another NVMe. If you have a motherboard that has the ability to have 2 NVMEs in it, put another NVMe in there and use the second one as your data drive or whatever you want to do. These things are awesome. Matter of fact, guys, you know what? Let me look this up. All right, you see this this thing is $133 and it's a 2 terabyte, right? Let me look this thing up. Let me see if it's still available. It's the Hyper M.2 16 Gen 5 card. Let's see. Is it still there? It is. Now look at that. This is the exact one I got. Shit, I paid a lot more than that. Look at this. Last purchased. Here you go. August 20th, 2024. That's when I was working on all this. Well, here you go. This is it. $79, and now you have the ability to put 4 NVMEs into your computer. Really, really cool stuff. Let me get a link here. Let me see if we can get a link for you guys. I'll stick it into the chat, and I'll actually stick the name too, so that you guys can look it up if you want. Definitely worth doing. This is something definitely. This is a hands down. This has been revolutionary for me, for sure, because you get just a ton of data in just that one card slot, right? You don't have to have all these SSDs in there. You don't need it. Once again, NVMEs are faster. It's a better system, better drive. Let's see what else. Once again, put a Q before your question or at JCristina so we can get to them. Let's see. A lot of poop emojis. Love it. Definitely love it. Let's see. Moving on. Shannon says, please like the video. That'd be awesome. Share the video. That would be awesome too. And of course, subscribe. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe. Got a lot of good stuff on here, right? There's literally 1,000+ videos. I have now, I think it's like 380 videos just on SpaceX Starlink. A ton of videos on Adobe cutting the cord. And now we're doing the Linux thing, which is the Windows cutting the cord series. Once again, I'll be doing another video on that. I'm probably going to put, I'll probably put it in the same series that I work on this. Or maybe I'll do a Raspberry Pi series. We'll see what ends up happening with that. We'll see how many different projects I'm going to do with that. Let's see. Moving on. Tim says, are the Amazon link affiliate links and get some appreciation from Bozos? Yeah, so Jeff Bezos, yeah, those are affiliate links. Those are my links. So if you buy something with any of those links that I used, you know, I might get a quarter, you know, 25 cents, 50 cents, I don't know, whatever. I do that so at least it's something. We give a lot, we give enough to Amazon. Trust me. One of the things that pisses me off with Amazon is I've been with them for 10+ years, right? For the whatever, long time. But all the time that I've had Prime for the decade, whatever it is, it just keeps going up, right, in the price, and then what they give you keeps going down. So like now, like Prime, they're like, oh yeah, you got Prime. We're gonna overnight you your shit. And the bottom line is Prime is not an overnight anymore. They'll say it's overnight, and then they're like, it's delayed. The next day, oh, it's delayed. The next day, oh yeah, it's coming today. It's supposed to be overnight. Like, there's no overnight. Like, some things you get overnight. That's if it's at a depot or at an Amazon near you. If not, it's not overnight anymore. Okay, so that's gone. That whole thing, you get free shipping, but it's not overnight, right? It's like over 2 to 3 days. The other thing that really pisses me off is they're like, oh yeah, with your Prime, you're going to get these free movies. All right, I'm like, that's cool. Let's go on to Amazon Prime. Let's see what kind of movies are always just trash. Same stuff that you would see at Blockbuster, all of this B and C rated shit movies, right? Or whatever. Every once in a while, there's an A rated movie. Very few, but there is some in there. But now, what are they doing? They're adding into those movies, they're adding advertisement. So now all of a sudden you have ads playing. Like, how is that even a thing? How could you actually have ads playing if I'm paying for your service? And you told me before that your service was free. These movies were free. But if you want to pay a little extra, they'll take the ads away. Yeah. So I had to rant a little. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Shannon says, no Starship launch until the channel hits 200,000 subscribers. Elon told me. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. If Elon ever said one thing about this channel, even if it was negative, it would hit 200,000 subscribers the same day. But it's an issue, guys. It's an issue. It's very difficult to grow channels on YouTube because, you know, little behind the scenes, the way YouTube works is, like, if I'm doing really well with Starlink stuff, and you guys are really enjoying Starlink, and every time I put a Starlink video out there, and you're watching it, right? So when I put another Starlink video out there, it tells you. But a perfect example, guys, is look at the, even though you guys asked me for it, the Black Friday deals, that video that I did, 24 minutes long. It was a long video. It didn't take me just a minute to do, all right? It took some time. Think about it. Literally got like maybe 400, 500, 600 views, 700 views or something in comparison to 10, 20, 30,000. Now, does that mean that people don't give a shit about it? Or does that mean that YouTube feels that you guys won't give a shit about it? Because if there's 120,000 subscribers, there is no way in hell that if it put out that this was out there for 120,000 people, that only 500 people would click on it. That's bullshit. Complete bullshit. And I think anyone would agree with me there. Okay? Wait a second. Matter of fact, here we go. The bullshit meter is up. Okay? Because it is absolute bullshit. And that is the problem. You know, that is one of the problems with YouTube. They pigeonhole you. They put you into this box. And then if you want to break out of the box, they make it very difficult. Very difficult. So I'm not a fan of that. You know, I'm very appreciative that YouTube gives us the platform that they do, but I don't like their back end and what they do and how their algorithm works. I just simply don't. That's just my personal opinion. As a creator, you know, that's the whole idea with these fun, let's say fun-filled Free Speech Fridays, right? I kind of tell you the behind the scenes of what goes on that usually people don't know about, right? Just watching the channel. They don't know what goes into some of this stuff. Anyways, once again, thank you for all of the questions. Q before your question or at JCristina. Either way is great. Fragile 1976 says, how much does your T-Mobile speed fluctuate? It's a good question. T-Mobile 5G home internet because available in my address this past week. Okay, so T-Mobile 5G. I don't have 5G. I have T-Mobile home internet, but it's connected to an LTE tower. Reason being is that tower does not have 5G as of yet, even though it's supposed to have had 5G at the beginning of the year. T-Mobile lied to me. That being said, I am getting about 100 megabits, I think 130. What I'm going to do for you, 1976, Fragile 1976, I'm going to do a speed test. And I'm going to connect to the TM network, which is the T-Mobile network, and I'm going to do a speed test, and I will show you. Matter of fact, let me turn this camera on, and then I'll switch to it. Let me see. Does it work? It is working. All right. So let me go ahead and do this. All right, and then we're going to do a speed test together. See what it looks like. Let's see. Will this work? It did work. All right. Can you see it? I think you can see it. All right, let's do a speed test. This is for you, Fragile 1976. T-Mobile. What are we getting? What are we getting? Now remember, this is LTE. This is not a 5G tower. This is LTE. That is really not bad. Not bad. 147 is the down speed. And let's see what we get for up. We're at 20, 22, 23. Hovering right around 22 and 23. So there you go. So let's call it 147 by 23. And we have a ping of 44 milliseconds, a jitter of 6. This is really good for an LTE. This is really, really good for LTE. And just think about it. If this is what's really important, guys. This is what's really important. Let's take the bullshit meter down. I'll throw you back over to YouTube. What's really important about this is that before I put that external antenna out there, I was getting under 100. I was getting like 100, 110. Now I'm getting speeds up to like 200, 220. Literally that big of a difference. So I've been using the guys over on, let me see if I can find it. I think it's JCristina.com/antenna. Is it antenna? Let me see. It is. Okay. So if you go to JCristina.com/antenna. All right. I'll stick it in the chat. Check that out. Okay, if you go there, it will automatically take you over to Waveform. Waveform, great people. Love the guys over there. All right. They have a Black Friday sale going on. It's 30%, blah, blah, blah. If you go over there and you check out, you see the 5G antenna right here? See this? The one that I have external to the building right now is this big one. Okay. This is the MIMO 4X, whatever. They also have the new version of it too. It looks like this. Okay. That thing is just simply badass. Okay. You attach that to the outside of your building and then you direct it to the direction of your tower. And I'm telling you, your speeds are going to be close to double. Upload, download, and your latency is going to drop also. And it will not fade during any type of rain. When I say not fade, I mean like not fade. It will not fade, even when it's pouring out. So really, really, really good stuff. Matter of fact, let me stick that up just so you guys can see it. There you go. That's what the site looks like. Waveform. So just go over that link. You'll see it. They have different models of this that are available. They also have an indoor one, like this little mini. They have a low profile mini one for you can stick. See, it has a little stand here, whatever. That's more for indoors. They have that one. I mean, they're not like cheap, but when you have a service like T-Mobile, if you use one of these antennas and you're doubling your speed and you're only paying $50 a month, I mean, shit, you saw the speed. That is Starlink speed. Not for $120, but for $50. Okay? The problem is, and that's LTE, that's not 5G, and that's one of the things I've always said. If you have the availability to use T-Mobile or AT&T, I don't like screw AT&T. They have a service similar to it. I'm not even going to say what it is. I just don't like AT&T. So T-Mobile home internet or Verizon home internet, if you have the ability to get them, they're $50 per month. And if you do have a 5G tower near you, they just work really well. Okay. The problem is unlike Starlink, you're now kind of at the mercy of that tower. If the tower goes down, you have no connection. So I'm a proponent of having multiple internets and having a backup, right? So right now we have fiber at the location. We have T-Mobile at the location. We also have Starlink at the location and AT&T, which is being shut down. 4 internets currently. So before, I used to have Starlink as a primary, and then I had T-Mobile as a secondary. Now, as of today, I have the fiber as a primary, and I have the Starlink as a secondary. And I have T-Mobile just sitting around because it's $50. And I'm deciding, do I want to keep it or do I not? I really don't need it. Okay, I don't need it. So I might get rid of it. I'll let you know what ends up happening with it. And if I get rid of it, if you guys want, you can buy my antenna. Anyways, moving on. Once again, put a Q before your question or at JCristina. Q before your question or at JCristina. That will work good. Let's see. Here we go. Thanks for that question, by the way, Fragile 1976. Good question with the T-Mobile. I went down a rabbit's hole. I don't see any kicks. You should be giving me virtual kicks for that because that was way too long. Phil the Brit says, have you been to West Palm Beach Saturday morning market at the end of Clematis Street? Has great food, arts, and crafts. My wife and I are doing it on December 7th. I'm working tomorrow. Interesting. I have not. So December 7th. Okay. Well, let me know. So Phil the Brit, send me a message. Go to jcristina.com/contact. Right? Just click on contact. Send me a message. And if we're around, maybe we'll swing by and say hello. But yeah, I really like the market stuff. I really like, all the arts and crafts and all of the artwork. Remember, guys, even though you guys know me as like a geek, as like a nerd, I did go to school for computers. That was like one of my colleges. But I also went to college for child psychology. And then I went to another college. Don't even ask me why. I went to another college for commercial art, advertising design, and video production. And that's why I do DP work, director of photography, that type of stuff. So I went to 3 different colleges. But the Art Institute, which was one of the colleges for art, for video production and all that kind of stuff, graphic design, 3D animations and all that. The Art Institute, I love art, right? So I paint, I draw, all this kind of stuff. I love it. So going to these little, art shows, street shows, I live for it because I used to do it all the time. I used to show my wares there, anytime there was like something new that I was doing, I would go and I would show it at the local one. Usually it was on, not Clematis here in West Palm, it was on Las Olas down in Fort Lauderdale. Anyone from Fort Lauderdale, anyone from Florida, Las Olas, that's where I would show my wares, all of my work. But anyways, yeah, write to me. Maybe we'll meet up, say hello. Let's see. Moving on. Question from Renee. It says, Jay, you need to power up your Windows drive. If they go too long without power, the data gets corrupt. Really? I've never heard of that before. That'd be interesting. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm thinking about it right now. And we know Billy the Kid, they hate when you change multiple pieces of hardware, right? Because they're like, oh, this is a new computer. You're not allowed to use that here. And then you got to call in and do this whole explanation. So maybe I should boot this up sometime soon and let it do an update, because this is Windows 10. And that's, I believe, I think so, EOL, right? I think it's end of life. I believe. Is it? When is end of life? Anyone know? Windows 10, when is end of life? Tell me. So maybe I boot it up, do full updates on it, because it's been like 150 days now or something, some crazy amount that I haven't booted this thing up. So yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. I probably need to do that. I need to do that. So this way I don't lose anything, and this way it's working or whatnot. So thank you for that. That was from Renee. Let's see. Phil the Brit says, what is the benefit of becoming a member of your channel? I'm new to YouTube. There's really none. To be honest with you, there's like some, you get like little emojis that you can use and this and that. And then if I do a like a membership only video, I'm going to start doing some of those. The members will get them first and this kind of thing. That's really the big stuff. You're really basically just helping out the channel when you become a member of the channel. So that's really the majority of what it is. There's a couple little perks here and there, but you can take a look at them. They'll give you a list, matter of fact, $1, $2, whatever it is, yeah, whatever. So definitely check that out. We always appreciate it. Let's see. Moving down here, it says, I got a 4 terabyte model. Austin says, Austin Tech, 4 terabyte. That's sweet. I like it. Put that cube before your question, or at JCristina. Would appreciate that. It's very helpful for me to find everything. Jay has me sold on an M2. You know what? I'm telling you, in the MSI, the 4060, the 4060, guys, out of all the cards, for the money, best bang for the buck, if you want to pay in the 400s. If not, 200 and some bucks for that 3060 with 12 gigabytes. Awesome. Absolutely awesome, that 3060. Check that out. And yes, this thing is just badass, guys. This is worth every penny. To be able to put 4 NVMEs in here, 4 on one card, it's just sick. It's just sick because they're so fast. They're so fast. And as the price keeps going down, lower and lower and lower, at one point, you're probably going to be able to take this and let's say put, I don't know, 10 terabytes per NVMe, 10. You have 40 terabytes and make a damn RAID array out of it. Think about that. Can you imagine? I mean, just craziness, right? You could do that. Get 2 of these cards and put them in and turn it into just a nasty RAID array. Can you imagine the speed of an NVMe RAID array? Think about that. I mean, SSDs are fast, right? But SSDs are usually 1,000 to 2,000 megabytes per second. These are like 5, 6, 7,000 megabytes per second. 3 times the speed. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's see. Moving on. Yeah, so RAID 1. Oxlin says RAID 1, yep, on 4. Excuse me, 4 terabyte NVMEs is a thing of beauty. That'd be wicked fast. But obviously you don't have any redundancy, no backup, but still, that would be amazing. Excuse me, guys, got to break out Cat in a Hat. Let's see. William says, I'm going to go broke after the stream. That's funny. Let's see. Moving on. Austin says, I've got mine for video editing purposes. Unfortunately, I don't have a desktop to put all this stuff in, so I have to use external portable SSDs. Yes, if you don't have a desktop to be able to stick the drives, to stick the cards in, then absolutely. Then you have to use externals. Get the fastest externals you can. You'll thank me for it. It's just some of the SSDs are slow. slower than what they should be, considering their SSDs, which are cheap. Some of them, I've been seeing some cheap SSDs out there. I really do like Western Digital's black stuff, really good stuff, pretty powerful. Let's see. Moving on, George says, in 1999, when we were getting things to work on HD, SCSI 30 megabytes. Yeah, you remember the SCSI drives? God, I remember SCSI. Yeah, it ended up at 30 megabits per second. It's crazy. I know. Time's just gone by. You're at from 30 megabits per second to or 30 megabytes per second to 7,000. Yeah, amazing. A great deal for CF Express or Type B cards for cameras. I'm getting 1.4 gigs of load speed with my Fuji GFX 100. Really? Interesting. That's a nice adapter then. That's great speeds right there. Check that out, guys. That's pretty good. That's definitely good. George says, and I'm getting the Corsair. Corsair makes good stuff too, and that's the MP600 Mini. It's a 1 terabyte. Also, it's an NVMe. It's a 4x or times 4, Gen 4. Not bad, and that's up to 7,000. Also, sequential writes. Good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. I can't believe they're up to 7,000. I mean, when I bought this, I just literally bought this the other day. It feels. What was it? What did it say? August when I looked it up, I think. This is 5,100. I just bought it. It's just crazy. Crazy how things are just ramping up when it comes to tech. Ramping up. Absolutely nuts. Let's see. Ricky Joe says, what's the fiber looking like over Wi-Fi? So fiber over Wi-Fi really has to do with what you're pushing it through. The fiber company that came to our neighborhood, they're using the Amazon Eros 6E Pros. And, you know, between you, me, and the light pole, they're pieces of shit. I mean, they do not have speed to them at all. Like, the fastest I can push a gigabit through them is like 400 megabits per second. 400. I don't think I've ever seen 5. It's just, they're just shit. They are not good. They're just not good. They drop offline a lot. So I'm probably going to take these Arrows and I'll just box them up and they can take them. I don't need them. I'll throw in some other APs, access points in there instead. But yeah, just not great. Not great at all. Not a fan at all of the Eros 6E Pros is what they are. Not a fan at all. Anyways, yeah, they don't push well at all. Phil the Brit says, is there a good cell phone signal booster? I live in concrete box and the cell signal is crap. Yes, there are different cell. Matter of fact, I wonder if Waveform has a cell amplifier, cell signal booster. They do. Sure call Max. I guess it depends on how much you want to spend. This one, here's one for you. Here, I'll switch over. Sorry, you guys can see it now. My bad. So this is on that Waveform site. Remember, I put a link. Over there. My link is, you get a discount if you use my link. It's like antenna, I think. HTTP, JCristina. I think it's in antenna. I think it's like that. Go there. And then do a search. And you'll find this Wilson Pro 70. So it says it's a powerful professional level voice 3G, 4G, LTE 5 with, what is it, 50 to 75 ohm signal booster. So for luxury homes and large commercial rentals or retail establishments, it's basically for thick walls. This is what it looks like. So you have the amplifier, right? You have your amplifier, you have your antenna outside, and you're basically getting that signal indoors from outdoors, and it's giving you the two pieces here. You know, your amplifier, your signal amp, your outdoor indoor type of thing. So check that out. Check that out. They actually have a few different cell boosters for buildings. Here's a page that you can see all of them. Some of them you might not need. I mean, look, they have one Assure Call here, right? Look at this thing, $5,000. You know what I mean? So it's really, what are you trying to do, and how much do you really need? So, you know, that one that I just showed you probably be good enough. Here, well, you know, just take a look at them. Go over onto Waveform, go onto their site, and see what would work for you. They're not cheap when it comes to these type of devices, but you can definitely find one, especially if you're sitting in a concrete box as you are. It's definitely difficult. Let's see. Shannon says, they started throttling earlier in the year because I used to get 400 to 500 up. Now I'm about where you are. Interesting. That is interesting. Huh. That's not good. That is not good. Because, you know, you shouldn't be like 100, 200. I mean, that's not good, Shannon. Not good. But yeah, that's what happens. They throttle. They charge more and they throttle. They give you less and they throttle more. I mean, look, everything in the food store, same thing. You look at a pound of coffee, it's not a pound anymore, it's 12 ounces. Where in the hell's the other 4 ounces? They're still charging the same price or even more, and they're giving you less. Everything is shrinking. I forgot what the hell I bought. I'm like, wait a second. This is, I went to I think it was Jamba Juice, and they gave us like a bowl, you know, like you get one of their Jamba bowls or whatever, you know, it's like fruit and their yolk, whatever. Anyways, I've looked at it and I'm like, what the hell happened? And I couldn't really figure it out at first. They're like, oh yeah, it's filled to the top. I'm like, yeah, but like, where did it go? The thing, it literally went from like this big bowl to a bowl that was this big. It's like, yeah, you filled it up, but there's nothing in it. The price is still the same. Crazy. I mean, that's the way everything has been lately. Everything. George says, Phil, back in the day, we were able to get a booster. It says my uncle had a booster at Radio Shack. Radio Shack used to have a lot of boosters. I can't even find a Radio Shack near me anymore. They like close the doors on most of them. Let's see. Thank you so much for the super chat, Fragile 1976. Thank you for that. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate all of those super chats. Are really, really appreciated. Let's see. George says, remember when you came out of the double density disc? Yes, I remember the double density disc. It was crazy. The capacity by flipping it over, yeah, and you would just simply flip. And then finally you were able to write on them, double through them, and then they had the blue. It's just crazy how things have just, it's just nuts, absolutely nuts. I remember floppy drives, you know. I remember tape drives on a Commodore VIC-20 and a Commodore 64 using tape drives, and a Sinclair and the Amiga. Do you guys remember the Amiga? That was like right around the Atari 2600 days and shit. So 5200 days. So anyway, so yeah, 56, 5200, whatever. So yeah, it's crazy. Jane says not until 2025. Bathroom update. So bathroom update, guys. Bathroom update. You want a bathroom update? I will give you a bathroom update. I will do it. Let me see. Let me see if I find a picture. Let me find a picture. Here we go. There it is. So here's a bathroom update. Let me switch over so you guys can see it. Can you see it? There's a bathroom update, guys. There it is. So, obviously you can see the cement. The flooring is going down. This right here, this purple that you see here, that's all sheetrock that's come up. There's a tub, a massive tub right back there. And then you have the wall. And then over here on this side is where you'll find the shower. Now, let me look at that. So here's the drain down here, right? Tiles are in, still wet. Anyways, there's the shower. This is the back side over here. Then this would be the side where you have the spigot in the controller, right? There's the shower. And this shower, there's the bottom of it. Can you see it? Yeah, there we go. And this is a fully functional shower now. So there it is. Guys, we're doing it. We're doing it. Is it complete? No, it's not complete. But I told you I'd give you an update. There's the update. Shower is coming along. So we can actually take showers now. The tub is not finished, but you can see the tile is down, and now on the left-hand side is where the vanities go. The vanities are sitting there in the foyer, but they need to be in the bathroom. That's where they need to be. That means I need to do plumbing, right? So I got to do the PVC part of it, and I got to do the copper sweating, probably some pipes and shit like that. So it's getting there, though. It's getting there. I'm feeling good about it. I feel like there's an end now. I see an end. Before, I didn't see any end. I suck. If Fab was here, she would tell you. I've taken way too long on this thing. I get it. I know. Let's see. Tara, T-R-A, Tra, I guess. Says my Starlink is 104 megabits per second amount. Not bad. Studio tour, bathroom update. That's from Tim. I gave you the bathroom update. Couldn't do a studio tour, but we'll have to do that. It's the next year, not until 2025. Exactly. Thank you, Jan, for that. Let's see. I got a free upgrade to Windows 11, but haven't done it yet. Don't do it. Yeah, they want it. See, they're giving a Windows 11 free because they want everyone to update to Windows 11 because it's even more. It has even more telemetry. It is more just inherently evil to even Windows 10, if it's even possible. They're doing more behind the scenes to figure out who you are and take that data, upload it into the cloud, and then use that to sell that data. Also to market to you continuously. The same thing that Google does is what Windows is doing now. It's a problem. That's why we went to Linux. That's why we've been using Linux now for 150 days or more. Something. So anyways, guys, I'm going to take probably another 5 minutes questions, and then we're going to get out of here. Once again, I'm sure there's a lot of people. It is their Black Friday, want to hang out with family and whatnot. We have family over too. I don't want to be too long away from them. And we've been live for almost 2 hours. So another 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I want to say thank you to everyone. All right, before anyone leaves, thank you for being here. Let's see. William says, got that free. We got that already. Ricky Joe says, Windows 10 end of life will be sometime in 2025. There you go. All right. Thank you for that. Let's see. JG Mundard says 32 milliseconds, 227 down and 27 up. That is not bad. That's in Canada. I love that. That's good speeds. Very good speeds. Moving down, once again, a queue before your question or at JCristina makes it easier. Let's see. I'm so old. I remember when there was 10 megabyte hard drives. Do you know what? I actually have, I think, a 10 or a 20 megabyte hard drive. I actually have Windows 3.1 on 8 floppies, 1.44 floppies. The entire Windows. So what does that come to? So all of Windows was like 12 megabytes. And now Windows is like gigabyte, like hundreds of gigabytes, 12 megabytes to hundreds of gigabytes. You think it's not bloatware? Windows is a bloated piece of shit. It's got so much junk going on in the background. It's unbelievable that regular programs could just even simply run. Just simply run. When you boot up Windows fresh, right, and you go and hit Control-Alt-Delete and then take a look at the list of what is running, okay, you will see like 50, 100 different things running in the background. What the hell are they all doing, right? When you do that on Linux, there might be 20 items running, 30, depends on what it is, and you can even limit those too if you want. It's a mega difference. That's why it's such a sloshy mess, so slow. Windows is just a dog because there's so much junk running, even though you don't want it running. It's running in the background. Anyways, you can fix that if you want to go into do some reg edit, you know, and edit your reg. But don't do it. Just try Linux. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how good it is now. Let's see. Moving on. Shannon, thank you for the super chat. It says, yes, my cell is T-Mobile too, and it is not throttled. I have compared the two. I have 2 T-Mobile hotspots, grandfathered at 30 a month. That is awesome. That is sweet. You got a good deal there, and they're not throttled. And you know what? T-Mobile does not throttle me either. and I used the shit out of it. When we first got the T-Mobile, I used the crap out of that thing, guys, and it just worked really well, and it was fast. I mean, for LTE, it was fast. It was getting close to 230 megabits down, sometimes 30 to 40 megabits up for $50. It's kind of sick. Let's see. Moving on. Cue before your question at JCristina. Either which way works out good. A bunch of poop emojis. Love that. Question from Dragon Egg says, what are your thoughts on the smart telescopes? Have my eye on a Unistellar. Don't know. I have not seen them as of yet. When you say smart telescopes, are you talking about the ones that are programmable so that you can type in coordinates and it will point to that direction and then track? If that's what you're talking about, they're freaking awesome. They're awesome. I have a 12-inch. Yeah, I have a 12-inch telescope that's just beautiful, but it's not like that. It's not. I have to move it around, right? It's not a tracker. But I had a lot of fun with that. I love astronomy. I do. But yeah, if that's what you're talking about when you're talking about smart telescopes, those things are awesome. Especially the ones that they used to have like a cord that came out and they had like a little thing and you can like put in your positioning, right? I want to go to, whatever, the North Star, and then I want to go to this, that, whatever. You can do that. I want to see what Orion looks like today and, track whatever. But now they have it where you can do it completely wireless, right? Right from your phone or from your computer. Just cool. Just simply cool. And then you could record what it sees at the same time instead of looking. I mean, it's just neat. Very cool stuff. Absolutely love it. Let's see. Moving on. Let's see. Kevin, I was wondering a month and the bathroom was done. Well, we're getting there. Kevin. Honey Badger, great job on the tiling of the bathroom. Appreciate that. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into that tile. The tile on the floor is not grouted yet, but the tile on the walls is all grouted and sealed. Once again, it is a functioning shower now. Thank God. Let's see. George says we are all still young. We are. Absolutely. Age is nothing. Age is just a number. James says, thanks for the stream. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you guys. Let's see. MS Toss, love it. Yes, the Wabash Thoppies, gotta love it. I remember the iOmega, the Super Drives. I remember those, Tim. I do remember those. Yes, format C:. Yep, format C:/Y. Do it, guys. Format C:. I tell anyone that's running Windows, drop into a command prompt and format C:. That'd be the best bet. Let's see. October 14th, Ricky Joe says, October 14th, 2025 is the official Windows 10 end of life. EOL. So there you go. So if you guys want to use Windows 10, not upgrade to Windows 11, according to Ricky Joe, it will be next year in October. So let's just say November. Let's say now. So you got 1 year left to use Windows until they no longer update it. So there no more security patches will go to Windows 10. And then at that point, you have to migrate to Windows 11 or go to something else. I would not go to 11. I would do Linux. And if I wasn't going to do Linux, I would do Mac. I would not go back to Windows. I have a hard time. Like, I wouldn't mind going back to Windows 10 for the year, right? I'd be okay with that. But as soon as they force me to go to Windows 11 and all that telemetry and all the rest of the bullshit, nixed. I would not do it. I would definitely would not do it. Let's see. Let's finalize this, guys. Let's finalize this. I love all of the poop emojis from Shannon. Thank you for that, guys. Thank you. So anyways, Shannon, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the free memberships tonight. Really do appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me on Black Friday, right? I wasn't going to do anything on Black Friday because I knew a lot of people wouldn't be here because they're out and about doing what they have to do, either with family, friends, or literally in the stores shopping. But I just wanted to do something to hang out with you guys. I didn't want to miss a week with you. And, I appreciate you all coming and hanging out with me. So anyways, I hope you have an absolute blessed rest of your week here, weekend. hang out with the family, give them all hugs and kisses, and we'll see you on the next one. Most likely Monday, I'll have something for you guys, and I might do something having to do with maybe with that price cut on the minis. Also, there's something that I was going to do. It had to do with the D2T, the direct-to-cell coverage, and see what's going on with that. And also, the FCC greenlighting the Starlink and T-Mobile partnership thing. So that's really big. I might do a piece on that too, because it's finally happening now, guys. It's finally happening. So, many blessings to each and every one of you. We'll see you in the next one. Have, once again, a great weekend. Take care, and happy belated Thanksgiving. Take care, guys.